Hey guys, and welcome back to another video here with Angel B Designs. I'm Angel B. Thank you so much for watching. If you are new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. In today's video, you guys, we are going to be doing the Sublimation graduation toppers. This is my first time trying out this project. I don't think I've done it like this before. I did toppers where I like hand placed everything, I think with stickers, but I've never done the sublimation ones. So I made a couple here for, this will be for like a kindergartner. Levi will be graduating kindergarten this year. And then this one would be for like a senior in high school. Now I don't have a senior in high school. I just kind of made this for the sake of the video, but look how glossy and vibrant they are. And then they do just go right on top of your graduation cap, okay? So I'm going to be showing you how to use the template, how to use the template that I made so that you can have the circle cut out of your print. I'm going to be showing you how to sublimate them as well. I won't be designing these in this video. If you guys want a separate video of me showing you how to design these kinds of toppers in Canva Pro, go ahead and leave a comment down below. But for the sake of this video, we're just going to be sublimating them today. I've already pre-designed them. But this is what we are doing today, guys. So definitely go ahead and stick around for that. All right, guys, so I'm going to start off on the computer here. I do have a template. If you guys are interested in using it for this graduation topper, you can design your template in any kind of software. I typically use Canva Pro in just a square format, kind of a 9x9. That is the size of the toppers that I have. They are 9 inches by 9 inches. Some of them are 8.3. Some of them I think are like they go up to 9.8 or 10.3 or something like that. It really just depends on the cap that you are using. So definitely make sure you are measuring it. But it's just a square that you're going to be designing. But the frame that I have, or the template that I have, that's the drag and drop, it will make sure that that center part is cut out for you when you go to transfer it to your machine, your cutting machine. So you can cut that circle out by hand if you want to. I did not want to. I used my Cricut machine. So that's what this template allows. It has that circle part cut out for you. So if you decide to purchase my template, you are going to receive a PDF file that looks exactly like this. It's going to look exactly like this right here. We're going to click this red part right here where it says a link, 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 link. And then you're going to go ahead and use the template for a new design. This is the template right here. Like I said, it does have that circle cutout part for you. All you have to do is go to your uploads, wherever you have your, design. It should be in your uploads. And we're just going to drag and drop our design right on into it. Okay, I'll do it again. You can either click it on and then adjust and drop it, or you can drag from your uploads and it drops right in. Now I'm just going to double left click that and then make sure it is centered within my frame. That looks good. I'm going to select done. And that's my frame. That's it. That's all. I've already designed this. If you guys want a separate video on how to design a graduation topper in Canva Pro, leave a comment down below and let me know. But I did just already design this and had it ready for us in Canva. This is simply just how to sublimate it. But again, if you want a tutorial on how to design one, go ahead and let me know. So we're going to go up to share, and then I'm going to go to download, and I'm going to download as a PNG. I'm going to toggle this all the way up. I want a transparent background, and then we're going to go ahead and download. I do already have this download, so I'm going to go ahead and just open up Cricut. You can cut this in any, just do a regular print and cut in any software that you have. I'm going to be using Cricut today. This is it right here. So like I said, that middle part is already cut out for us. This is going to be the image. Now I need to I need to size it. It's a little too big right now. My topper is 9 inches by 9 inches. So I'm going to make it just a hair longer. I'm going to do 9.1 by 9.1. And then I'm going to go over to make it. I'm not going to save this. And then I'm just going to do a regular print and cut operation. I'm printing this with my Sublimation printer. I am going to mirror within Cricut. and I'm going to not mirror in my printer settings. Okay, so I'm going to select mirror. We're going to go over to continue. I'm going to hit send to printer. I'm going to select next. This is my sublimation printer. I am going to have the bleed turned on. I'm going to check system dialog, use system dialog, which is the printer settings. And then I'm going to select print. For whatever reason on my MacBook, you guys, my printer settings right here pop up behind it. I'm not sure why. And then for media type, I am going to do photo glossy paper with the quality on best. And then I'm just going to select print. I did already print it out. But then I'm going to use my Cricut machine to go ahead and cut out the square as well as cut out the circle in the middle. So I'm going to go ahead, get this printed, get this cut out with my machine, and then I will meet you guys over at my craft table and we will go ahead and put it together. All right, so I have my print here. Hopefully you guys can see that, but it's printed and cut, and the middle part is cut out too, so there's no white around any of the edges. This is the topper here. The ones that I purchased do come with a film on it, so you want to make sure you go ahead and remove that. Now this is just some MDF board, so if you happen to have a laser machine that can cut the MDF board, you can make these yourself. So I'm just going to place this right on top, making sure that all of the edges are covered. And then I'm going to take 2 pieces of sublimation tape, or I'm sorry, heat resistant tape, and just put them on the sides there. I have butcher paper on the bottom to protect my bottom plate from any ink spillage onto the actual mat here. I'm not going to put any butcher paper on top, and my heat press is set to 400 degrees, and I'm going to press this for 50 seconds, just like that. And then I am using the HTV Ron Auto Press, and it's on the 170 pound pressure, which is the firmest pressure that they have. I'm going to go ahead and let this press, and then I'm going to let it cool for about 5 minutes before I remove the paper, just so that we avoid any ghosting. Once it's cooled off and ready for me to handle, I will come back and then we will peel it, and I'll show you how to attach it to the top. All right, so it is nice and cooled off enough for me to be able to handle it. So we're going to go ahead and remove the tape. Now again, I do this when it's cooled off, because when it's still hot, you don't want that heat to kind of continue to release the gas while you're removing the paper and then create ghosting. But that looks really good. I did have a little bit of ink bleedage like right here on his face. I don't know if you can see it, like right there. It almost makes it look like he kind of has a mustache, but other than that, that looks really good. Really, really vibrant. I love how that looks. Now, I only have one cap, so I'm not going to actually stick it to the top just yet. But I'm going to tell you guys how to do it. Let me grab my 3M roll really quickly. So the way that you would get this attached is with some 3M. I have it in a roll. This is just what I have on hand, but I would cut strips and place it here, 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 and here. And then you just kind of stick it right to the top, just like that. Again, just for the sake of, because I only have one and I don't want to buy another one, I'm not going to actually stick it on there, but I just wanted to make sure that you guys could see how it looked. And then obviously your tassel would go right on there. And I got, so obviously if you're actually making this for a graduate, they would give you their cap that they got like from their school. For the sake of creating this video, I just got mine off Amazon. Okay, so if that is the front and the tassel goes like that. You could also put the tassel on before you stick it if you want to, and then it'll fit through the hole if you wanted to do that. So that's the front. Here's the tassel, and then there is the back with the tassel on this side, or you could move it to that side. There's that one that I did, and then you can do these for obviously kindergartners. So Levi will be leaving kindergarten, graduating kindergarten this year. He's going into the first grade, so I made this one for Instagram. But look how shiny they are. They're shiny and vibrant. So same thing. It can be for seniors, it can be for kindergartners, it can be if you have an 8th grade graduation, whatever the case may be. Okay? Turned out super cute. These are super easy. And again, like I was saying, if you have a laser machine, you can cut these. Just find a cut template, maybe off of Etsy, maybe Creative Fabrica has some. Get a cut template and then you can cut these out yourself. It's just MDF board. Okay, super simple. But that's all I have for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Until next time, bye.